viva! Viva the spirit of Tagata, viva! Long live TJ, long live! Abashwe, TJ, Abashwe! The war is to begin, TJ, the war is to begin! Sister D, this is the beginning of the end. I give a to one of the to give NC to party. This is the lion sleeping here. The lion is sleeping here. The war is going to start. Not yet. When he exits, I get in. I was a nonsense to the family of Mngomezulu. People thought I was in jail. I was in the structure, seemed to be jail in Sun City. But I was talking with the TJ every night. So I was a bit of disturbance. But it's not by default. It's by the Spirit of God. The lion sleeping here is my role model. It's my empower. It's my energy. It's my Powerade. I can say today, the justice system of South Africa without TJ is poor. This is what the giant in the law fraternity. You are not lost, Sister D. Be empowered. This is a life worth to be celebrated. Let's celebrate this life. The war is going to start now. It's the beginning of the war. Viva the spirit of Tagata, viva.
And I'd like to take this special opportunity as well to salute amongst ourselves Advocate Teffo, present here. In fact, it will be unfair if I stand here because I'm standing in the shoes of Advocate Teffo. I stepped into his shoes when he left the case. So it is prudent and proper that he stands amongst the people that are here now. I also like to pass my apologies. I stand here on behalf of the following advocates. Advocate Mngomezulu. Advocate Munisi. Advocate Ngumalo. Advocate Mnyeki, our candidates, Ms. Naledi Letaka. I stand on behalf of our presiding judge in our matter. He passes his condolences to the family. Baholo ake khalemeng. Gastona hatele solo kholo ditshego. Go court we are called adversaries. In life, we are human beings. So I'm not happy the judge being bullied. He passes his condolences to the family as a human being. I also pass my condolences from the team of prosecutors, Advocate Baloyi, Advocate Zibanda. I also pass my condolences from the chief of interpreters who's here, the court staff, everybody that Mr. Mngomezulu has interacted with at court. Mngomezulu can bear testament. He was well liked in court. He was well liked in the public. So we celebrate him soge with felt sikhethe abanye abantu. I'm not Zulu speaking, but I'll speak the truth. I stand here for the truth. Now, we stand here today. We are coming here to celebrate and to say farewell to a departed soldier, warrior, a justice of the peace, a fighter for the downtrodden, and a good lawyer. I've known Advocate Mngomezulu since 2010 or around that period, when we used to meet in the magistrates' courts around Jamestown, Johannesburg, Randburg, Rodiport. And we had a rapport together. And when necessity came that I'm tired, I need somebody to come and assist so that we can push the SENZO MEYIWA case together, the first name that came up was him. And when I went to him, I remember it was a Saturday morning, I said, Butwan, yo, Mkatel, I'm doing 1 and 2, accused number 1 and 2. Can you come and assist? What is secret lately? I'm following this case. In fact, the case is not going to be postponed. Come Monday, I'm running with the case. That's how Advocate Mngomezulu, Mr. Mngomezulu, came into this case. And we have been working with Advocate Mngomezulu until his untimely sickness and departure. And we are here to celebrate his life. In social media, they used to call him Mgo. Utagada. Mena personally, the name of Tulani, I've known him all along. I've never known him to be Tulani. I call him Mngomezulu. So we worked with Mngomezulu. Social media, but Mgo is the darling of a social media because the Gata the case. Right? And that following ARK in social media, it shows the great work that he's doing in the case that we are fighting. So let his departure not detract from the lawyers that are in this case or somebody that is coming to assist accused number 1. He has fought his good fight. He has carried his torch with pride. And we are here to celebrate that. He's made his mark in this case, right? So whoever that's going coming in to take in on behalf of accused number 1, I'm going to ask that we give him the same respect and admiration that we accorded Advocate Mngomezulu. Now to abosisi bakhe, or the brothers, the late ones, ifamily yakhe umama kere rubalanka phelanga lineba arubaleka ka khotso Mngomezulu re mo release dipolitiki tsa family di anger di grudge di fedile le rona ba ne re ba re ka le yena no gona le mo re gatana mo di consent. But at the end of the day, we work forward for a common goal. And we work together, ka respect, ka integrity ya mokhoto, ne le sole Mngomezulu people. Mngomezulu ne le sole, ne le motlhabane. He was a fighter. He was a warrior. And that's the memory and RAMOSEPELE. That's the thing I was in sickness. I want to remember him by his strength, by his brutality. The other thing that you really know, Mngomezulu, like one of the sisters told him, nonetheless sense of humor, and even a very dark sense of humor. All of us go caught and affiliate nickname, and then they change our code on a particular day. For now, because I get the ballistics, I talk about the instructions. Monday have it instructions, so for that period, illustrations. Here to American, I'm on cell phone. Hence, I get my lot, metadata, metadata, right? And then, but they want that the Munyeki, Nabafide, Usobengani, Honalebo Black Mamba, La Meat. So, that I'm going to Nelimuto Oyan. But when it came to cross examination, Libones, I repeat. He beat like a hyena and stuck. iponetse ba botse so ga kwa ibu ya no before ke tswafa ba golo ba ga itshuputego ke ba tlolisia ka a little poem ya Maya Angelou a ke tsore ke tla ikreya mo phone na la bona ke old school ke ngwala ma ke a ke di social media and gona le a uso khalimile mfa gore gona le batho ba social media ba leng gore rona raga bona batho ba kaka. Let us not be torn batho ba modimo ka kagiso ya modimo ke social media so e re ke le poemele ke le sie ka yona a ke la bona le gona no ke na le condition matsogo a ka she yona social media ya ke le go khoto a she ka yana gata ramosepele o nwa nni bo tlhapetse ramosepele tso bua tseba ka kopa break ba ra o batla break o ya toilet o tsa smetana. So the poem is When I Think of Death by Maya Angelou. When I think of death, and of late the idea has come with alarming frequency. I seem at peace with the idea that a day will dawn when I will no longer be among the living in this valley of strange humors. I accept the idea of my own demise, but I'm unable to accept the death of anyone else. I find it impossible to let a friend or a relative go into the fear of the unknown country, the country of no return. This belief becomes my dose companion, and anger follows in its wake. And I answer the heroic question, death, where is thy sting? With, it is here in my heart, in my memory, and in my mind. My heart, my mind, my memory. That's where Mngomezulu forever will be etched in my life.
Madala was in the house, and Edward Shope, who is the brother-in-law of SENZO MEYIWA, immediately after SENZO was shot.
I will object to that question, and let's see if my colleague can pull out the record and point out where in the evidence did Mr. Tumelo Madlala said he did communicate with Mr. Edward Shope.
My Lord, I didn't say it's an evidence of the state. I've indicated that the defense will give evidence that there was a communication between Tumelo Madlala and Edward Shope. That's what the defense will say. And my concern is that how can I prove in terms of Section 205 that there was such a communication if that evidence was not provided by the state or was not provided in court?
I cannot answer that because you will have to ask the state why it wasn't provided in court.
Because the 205 of Tumelo Madlala, you were not given for you to give evidence to this court as to who was he communicating with on the day SENZO was killed. Correct?
I wasn't requested for such information.
Same applies to Zandile Kumalo, Gladness Kumalo, and Mthokozisi Twala. Same applies to them. They were in the house, they were not provided with the information to give it as evidence in this court.
Correct.
nalaba abanye noma babekhona phakathi kodwa akazange acele ukuthi nabo makabahlole.
May I just confirm this, my lord? Thank you, my lord. It is confirmed that accused number 3 was in possession of this device on the 26th of October 2014.
Where?
On the day
Where?
of... My lord, may I just...
No.
I don't want to
understand.
leave the gates.
No, Mr. Mngomezulu, please.
I started, my lord,
The court must be placed in a position to understand. Because
My
this
lord.
witness, wait. This witness doesn't talk about locality of a person. This witness talks about the locality of a device. Mr. House, Colonel House, is that correct?
That's correct, my lord.
That's it. So I
But
must
we're talking
understand.
about the accused
Otherwise,
number
this
3.
court is a Mickey Mouse court.
No, my lord, no. The court must not dig its own way. Of finding the person. No, I'm saying there's evidence here. GG.
Yeah.
It talks about accused number 3. The instruction the request that was made to Mr. House was in relation to 5 accused. Accused number 3 is one of them. And my instruction, when I cross-examined Mr. House yesterday, I started at 7 in the morning. Yes, in page 10, until the 30th of October. There's no other accused person that I'm talking about.
No,
I'm talking about...
But listen, I was in this court. This witness never confirmed the presence of accused number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He confirms the presence of a number. And of course, am I correct?
My lord, this is a section 205 is on the number.
Please.
IMA of the number where the number was in that area.
The number, not the person.
The device, my lord.
May I request the court...
That's not me saying that, it's him saying
May
that.
I request the court not to be impatient? May I request the court to be patient and
I'm
listen
very patient.
No, my lord, I disagree with you. I don't want to fight a dialogue with you.
Okay.
My concern is that just now, to correct that accused number 3, I'm putting to this witness now that from 8 o'clock, I'm specific now, from 8 minutes past 8, according to these records, he was in possession of the cell phone.
Okay, fine.
Until the 30th. I'm being specific.
Yes.
I don't talk about other days prior. Now I'm putting to you, Mr. Host, accused number 3. I put it as a fact now. You can disagree with me. I put it as a fact that on the 8th, on the 26th of October 2014, at 8 minutes past 8, as with reference to page 10 of Exhibit GG, he was in possession of that device. I put it as a fact now.
Can't comment on the fellow.
Okay.
But you also start to clear for 808 30. Why Pete no Makaruku Chika and was better suspension.
That's why one would be tempted to say they are cooking, they are manufacturing day in, day out, so that it can fit what the state wants to do. Because I can tell this court now, they don't have a case. I'm not arguing the case, but I don't see the purpose of this witness to be here. Number 2, this disclosure, what time do we have to go through? Because if you consult with the client, sentence by sentence, transaction by transaction, is this fair? Is it fair trial to disagree?
This is the Family Channel. Let's talk about what happened in Mngomezulu's funeral and talk about how RAMOSEPELE dropped his speech at the family of the Mngomezulu on behalf of the lawyers in the court of Rata. It was quite amazing to listen to RAMOSEPELE, though there was a little bit of booing of Judge Rata when he uttered Rata's name, but he made sure that he tried to cool everybody down and tried to explain to them that they must cool down. Whatever happened, it has happened. And they must understand that Rata is sending his condolences as a human being. Though people did not understand, because Rata doesn't treat the same defense as human beings. But from RAMOSEPELE to try to man up and just try to talk to the audience and the people who were attending the funeral of Mngomezulu, it was quite soothing. because he tried to stand his ground, like to make people understand that it was a funeral of Mngomezulu, whatever differences were there, but we should put them aside and look forward to what was happening there. That was quite nice to hear from. I didn't know RAMOSEPELE is a good man, though he's got his loopholes of being short-tempered, because even in court you could see that RAMOSEPELE is a short-tempered man. But be that may, let's forget about that. Let's talk about the speech of him trying to tell us how they saw Mngomezulu, how they knew Mngomezulu, how Mngomezulu was behaving in court, even giving an example of Mngomezulu being a hyena in court. It was quite soothing to hear that from a colleague, that they realized that the presence of Mngomezulu, when he cross-examine whoever is in the state side, he will do it with honesty and trying to find facts. And he was a man, when he holds on something, that's a good example that RAMOSEPELE gave. I quote, he said he was like a hyena that catches and never leaves, close quotes. That was very soothing from RAMOSEPELE, that they realized that the presence of Mngomezulu was very important in that court, and it was giving them energy to do a good cross-examination of whoever witness was there, because Mngomezulu was always the first to cross-examine, and they will get that kind of energy of oomph, that oh yes, and they will get their points as the Mngomezulu continues to cross-examine. And coming to the family side, that Mngomezulu was a family man, and the family really said good things about their father, more especially the kids, the boys and the girls. It was nice to hear that Mngomezulu always worked with the family, always taught them how to do work. He was always with them. Whenever they go to court, they understand life differently. They can stand on their feet, because Mngomezulu taught them how to live life. That was a very good thing that I learned from the speeches that I listened during Mngomezulu's funeral. It made me understand life in a different way. It reminds me of Indians. Indians, they go with their kids wherever they do business, for them to understand how to do business. They do that at the early age, which is a good thing. It's exactly what Mngomezulu was doing. I really applaud what Mngomezulu did to his kids and wife. He taught them a lot. Coming to Teffo, Teffo told us that it is the beginning, not the end. And there was communication between Mngomezulu and him, even though people were thinking he was in prison. But he was making sure that he was communicating with Mngomezulu, because he also knew about the case. Because we remember, Teffo was the first to take on this case. Whatever happened, happened, and we gave up, not knowing that there was another man who was worse than Teffo, who was going to be a bull terror, who was going to make us understand that he was really seeking justice for SENZO MEYIWA. A lot has been said. But when it came to the judge that he was put because of his behavior. How he behaved in court, belittling the family, not the family, belittling the defense for no apparent reason. It was really soothing to hear all what we had. I have played some few clips here to show the bull terror called Mngomezulu, the hyena called Mngomezulu. He was loved. In all social medias, everybody will talk about him, because he was doing justice. He was looking for justice for SENZO MEYIWA. Family, what do you think about what you just listened about Mngomezulu? Because we have tried to play back. If you liked it, just drop your like there. Just click, it's free. And just subscribe. Let's continue as YouTubers and expose the shenanigans that are going on in that court. And let's not forget that we are doing this for the future of our kids. We are doing this because we love our country. We are doing this so that investors can see that we don't believe in a banana republic. We are doing this to make sure that SENZO's mother get closure.